Okay, so here we are, another really lovely day on a campsite. Beautiful weather, scorching hot. It's August sometime, absolutely lovely. Right, what have we got here today? We've got the Cadac Safari Chef 2 again. All we're using is with a griddle on the top and one of our magic little barbecue mats, and that is all we're using for that today. And today we're going to be doing fish cakes. We're going to make some fish cakes, and then we're going to have some avocado tomato salad with a bit of rocket with it. Very simple, very easy to do. Let's swing over and have a look. Okay, so here we are. And what I've got some mashed potato, which we've already made up. Now everybody can make up mashed potatoes, so that's
You don't need to know how to make that, and if you do, go and speak to somebody.
You need a cookbook.
Yeah.
I've got some fish that I'd already cooked and had left over when I made something else. And all we're going to do is pop some chilies in there. We're going to put some spring onions in there. We're going to put some Philadelphia in with it, make it up, make a couple of really nice fish cakes. And then while they're cooking on the Cadac, we're going to make a very simple avocado tomato salad just to go with some rocket.
Yummy.
Very simple, very healthy, very light, and I'm going to show you how to do it now, and it couldn't be easier. Obviously you've got the potato there. Let's take the chilies, let's put a bit of colour in there, sprinkle some chilies in there, not too much but just enough to give that a little bit of bite. And all I've got here is some just crushed chili flakes, okay, and we'll just mix those in there just to give that just a little bit of a bite, but not too hot. Now what we're also going to do is we're going to put the fish in last, because obviously it's flaky and we don't want to break the fish down too much. So let's just take the spring onions, peel those, whoops. And the thing about spring onions in this is they've got such a strong flavour, and it's quite unique. Yeah, the flies are out today. Try and get this done before we get inundated with them. But the spring onions, quite unique, quite sort of fresh flavour, I think it is. Easy to say. And all we're going to do is take those onions.
Taste of onions, they do.
And just try and finely chop them.
Oh, I love the way you finely chop stuff.
Finely chop those onions.
I'd have my fingers in that if that was me.
I know. That's why we hear all that screaming in the kitchen. Pop those onions into that potato. Again, screaming. Mix those onions in with that chilli, and that's all nicely mixed in. Then we're going to take...
I could eat that on its own. Oh, no, I can't with that on it. I could eat it on its own. You're putting that in as well?
Yeah,
wow.
A little bit of, not a lot, just gives it a little bit of va-va-voom.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, let's put some pepper in there as well. Bit of pepper in there. Let's take some of that. Not a lot of this, just a little bit in there, just to give it that creamy flavour and texture. That's all. Again, mix that in. Make sure you get that cream cheese in with that mashed potato and all that spring onion. In with that chilli. Very simple. Perhaps you could get the kids to help you do this as well. Perhaps not, no, okay. And then once that is in there, all we're going to do then is take some of this fish and just flake it in. Put it in there. Now you can use any type of fish for this. We've got some, I think this is sea bass or bassa. Bassa, I think it's called.
Oh, right.
But you could put salmon in it, anything like that.
Yeah.
And just gently, and I mean gently,
Can you
turn that in.
Take the salmon out of a tin and put that in there? Like tuna chunks or salmon chunks or
really don't know, to be honest with you. Tuna, I would say you could do it, because I know you can easily people put tuna out of a tin straight into
well, they
pasta.
and pasta bakes and stuff, don't they?
But
Yeah.
tinned salmon, I really am not too sure about that.
I suppose somebody could try it and tell us.
Yeah, so there we go. Just mix that in. And then all we're going to do is to make that into little cakes. And then we're going to soak it or pop them into egg, then into flour, and then we're going to put some, we're going to put them into flour first, then egg, then breadcrumbs, and then put them onto the griddle.
Okay.
Very simple.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go and clean my hands up, and we'll come back shortly and we'll go for the next step. Right, had a bit of a clear up. So what have we got here? I've got a little tray or plate there with some flour. I've got a beaten egg on that one. I've got some good old Paxo golden breadcrumbs on that one. And then all I'm going to do is take these, make them into patties, pop it into the flour, pop it into the egg, pop it into the breadcrumbs, onto a plate, and then we can go and cook them on the Cadac. So very, very simple. Take your mashed potato. Like that, pop that in the flour, just like that, make that into a patty, to the egg. These are quite damp, these ones, so...
If it's too damp, would you like to put flour in
I
there?
really don't know what you could put in there, but as you can see, these are quite soggy, these fish cakes, but if you can get that into a gentle... You know, this is campsite cooking, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It can be a bit naff, can't it?
And sometimes we do it naff.
It doesn't matter.
There you go.
It still
There's
tastes the
one
same.
fish cake there. Take another one. And of course I've got all the gunk all over my hands.
Oh, it wouldn't be you if you didn't make a mess.
Nah. A little bit of flour there.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at something else.
What were you looking at?
I don't know. I was
You're off on a damp.
Yeah, sorry.
A bit of egg.
Hang on. Ready?
Now don't you get involved as well.
Oh, all right. Oh, look like the good bit, the messy bit. Messy play.
What's this, messy play?
Yeah, let's get the kids involved.
Yeah, I don't think so. Right, so this is either going to be absolutely delicious or it's not. So there we go. We've got a couple of fish cakes
We
there.
don't need any more, do we, for now?
Look, I'm just going to go and clean myself up.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I'm going to go and clean myself up and then I'm going to come back and we're going to try and cook them. Right, we've had a clear up.
Yeah.
Nice and clean, everything's good. We've got a couple of fish cakes sitting here, so that's good. We've turned the Cadac on, so that's ready and waiting for us. Nice and hot there. And we're just going to pop that fish cake onto there, just like that.
Doesn't need any oil or anything.
I don't think so, no, it shouldn't do. And I think you can just hear that starting to sizzle.
Yep.
Yep, and what we should do is you should get some of the juice coming out of that potato and the fish coming into there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So, you know, it's quite damp, so I think we should have plenty there. So we'll just leave it there for a few minutes and then we'll come back and just turn it over. But in the meantime, we'll get cracking on that salad.
Okay.
Okay, so very, very simple salad, very refreshing. Tomato, onion, a little bit of basil, a nice plump avocado, nice and firm.
Avocado, hasn't got a D in it.
Sorry, avocado.
That's it.
Right, yeah.
At Christmas you drink Advocar,
Do you?
but now you're
I
eating
don't like avocado.
Yeah, but you're eating an avocado
Oh,
now.
sorry, an avocado. Here we have is a nice plump avocado.
Avocado.
Avocado. Anyway, there it is. And it's just, if you just put your thumb on there, you can feel it just sinking in. So that's nice and ripe. So let's just take that avocado and just...
You've still got some Philadelphia cheese on that.
Oh, well. Sorry, everybody.
It doesn't matter, I like avocado, Philadelphia.
Just take that.
Excuse me, too much coffee this
Turn
morning.
that, okay. And there you go. We'll keep that to one side. Perfect little avocado. In fact, we will take that stone out there.
I love
Mind
it
your
when you do
fingers
that.
here. That and that should. There we go.
Very clever.
Take that stone out of there.
There you go, I love the stone. Yeah.
That's so slippery. I just don't want to cut my fingers off.
But it is slippery, isn't it?
Right, what I haven't got here already is a spoon. So let's just pause it while I go inside the
Yeah.
tin tent and get myself a spoon.
And this is by
As if
magic.
by magic, there's the spoon. Right, all we're going to do is gouge the inside of that out. Okay. Now, if you've got a nice ripe one, this is so
See what
easy
you're doing?
to do.
Oh, sorry.
Again, it can be a bit of messy play, but you just gouge that out so gently. You end up with that,
Oh, so much of loveliness in there.
and you end up with your avocado. Now, these are slimy little beasts if you're not used to an avocado. Not into the sense of, you know, it'll run around, but it's just a bit slippery. So let's just take that. So easy to cut. Like that, just into dices.
Somebody asked on one of the threads yesterday, I think it was, we put it up, what an avocado tastes like. Because they've never tried one before.
Now, what does an avocado, to me, and I'll be honest here, an avocado tastes very little, well, absolutely, almost of nothing.
Hang on, let me just find out. Hang on.
But it's what you put with it that enhances an avocado.
Yeah, all I can taste is it's really creamy. Really, it's got a really creamy taste and a creamy texture to it. Doesn't really taste of anything much, but like you said, once you start putting things with it,
Yeah, it just enhances it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So then we're just going to take the onion. Let's just slice that down there. We don't want particularly large pieces, but we don't want small pieces here. I think let's just give it, and we don't want a huge amount
plenty,
either.
yeah.
That is plenty of onion. Now, I can actually smell the
fish cakes.
breadcrumbs, so let's swing over to them and see us turn them over.
I'd forgotten about them, to be honest. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that, look. Looks like a fish cake.
Should have turned it over a little bit sooner,
Yeah, it's fine. It looks like a fish cake.
but yeah. Okay, good. Let's leave them cooking. Back over here to the salad. So we've got avocado, we've got some red onion in there. Let's pop in some tomato.
Do we want lemon juice with it today?
I suppose we got, yeah.
No, I've got some in the fridge. I'm going to get some
Pop
in
in
there.
some tomato into that as well. Just in there.
It's starting to look very pretty. I
And
like
then
the salad. It's
usual little bit of basil just to add that taste of
pretty. Basil.
basil and the Mediterranean.
It actually, the basil and the tomato and the avocado go really well together.
Okay, pop that in there. And then all we need to do is just give that a little bit of a mix up. Break those bits of avocado up. There we go. Again, it's a very simple salad, very tasty, just healthy and so easy to do on a campsite. And all we're going to do is prepare that quickly, so let's stay there.
Well, I'm staying here, am I?
On a plate there. Little bit of pre-packed wild rockets.
Wild rockets.
Or I suppose on the continent they might call it wild rocket. Little bit of rocket there.
They call it wild rocket.
Well, I'm trying to be continental.
Oh, right.
Or rockeray or rushi. There we go.
There you go. Does anybody knows what rocket's called in where? Where particularly on the continent would you like?
Oh,
France?
I don't know, France.
Okay.
There we go. And then just pop that avocado, tomato
Somebody's just turned up with a mobile disco next door.
and red onion on the top there. There we go. Beautiful.
That looks really pretty.
It's not all about
And
looking
inviting.
pretty, it's about also the flavours that you're going to get with that salad. So there we are. That's nice and ready to go. Let's swing over again to the barbecue and have a quick look at
Lovely.
fish cakes. Just going to turn them again quickly. I'm not going to do them too long on the other side.
So
See, they
this is
are-
why you cook the fish, presumably, is it, before you make the...
Oh yeah, the whole idea is you don't put raw fish in this. It's just really
okay.
heating it all through again and making sure you've got a bit of crusty. outside there, and you should also get the flavour from that chilli going in there, and from the those spring onions as well.
Of course, yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah. So we'll just leave them here again. We'll turn them over again shortly, give them one more turn, and then just before we serve them up, we'll come back to you again and we'll have a look. Okay, so I think we're there. Let's just serve them onto that plate. That's the well-cooked one.
Super.
Yeah, perfect. They look lovely. Then what we'll do is we'll take that over to the table.
Ooh.
Oops, drop me knife. Not a good day today, dropping everything. It's going to need to be cleaned.
That's lovely.
Right, so there we are. Look, the salad, we've got the avocado, that tomato, the red onion, we've got some basil in there, and the rocket. So we've got some lovely flavours going on there. The fish cake, we've got the potato, the spring onions, that little tiny bit of chilli in there with some Philadelphia light rolled in breadcrumbs, albeit a little messily by me, but I think you get the gist. Try and make your potato a little stiffer, because the stiffer it is, the better the better results you get. Certainly
I'm not going there.
No, but you know what I mean. You need to have a stiff potato mix. And that is it. Look, I hope it's given you some more inspiration. I'm not a cordon bleu chef. Mrs T isn't a full-blown BBC cameraman, although there are other broadcasting companies available. And look, if you found that of interest, please give us the thumbs up. We would really, really appreciate it. If we've given you some inspiration, great. If you've got some comments, come back to us. If you've got a fish cake recipe that you want to share with the rest of the world, tell us about it, please. And don't forget, hit that red button and subscribe, because the more you subscribe, the more of these things we can bring you. Well, that's it. We're going to tuck in.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, everybody, and bye for now.